Hey guys, it's Hannah and welcome back to the Dyslexic Reader. Today I am doing a review of Brandon Sanderson's new novel, Skyward. This is Sanderson's new YA sci-fi novel. It does have a small fantasy element. It's not what I'm used to from him. I have read his Mistborn trilogy, which is a adult high fantasy series. That is the only exposure I've had to this author, although I thoroughly enjoyed the whole trilogy. So this was a bit different for me going in, so let's just talk about it. This is a book about our main character. They are on a planet and they are living underground. Generations ago, a spaceship crashed and they were kind of divided into their little sects and they all went underground to protect themselves because there is aliens called the Krail that attack them if they go to the surface. And I don't really want to tell you any more than that because right from the very first chapter things start happening very quickly. Although I really enjoyed this book, I didn't really feel like it was a Sanderson novel. Every time I picked up any of the Mistborn trilogies, I've got a distinct feeling through writing style and atmosphere and description, which I didn't feel came across in this book, but that could be because it is a YA book and also that it's sci-fi rather than high fantasy, so that could be where the jar comes in. I can't say that I've read enough of Sanderson's work to know, but for me I expected it to have the same feeling when I picked it up and it kind of didn't. It had the exciting battles that Sanderson's books have and the plucky young protagonist and the really detailed world building, so that was still there, but I didn't get hooked on the story. I wasn't blown away by the twists. And it didn't kind of blow my mind. I felt like all the other Sanderson books I read, at the end, there was a twist, it was massive, and for weeks I was questioning life afterwards. Like, it was just so thought-provoking, so mind-blowing, and weirdly spiritual, and all about society, and just really something that you could really think about for a long time. With this, yeah, there was kind of the twist at the end, but it wasn't. It's not that I saw the twist coming. I didn't predict it, but at the same time I was like, oh, so that's what it is. It wasn't really that my mind exploding with realization kind of moment. However, the fact that it didn't have these things did not necessarily make it a bad book. I found the main character annoying, and not kind of in the way that I think she was written in a way that you were meant to find her annoying. I don't think that was purposeful, but at the same time I did kind of find her annoying. There was very little characters that I did enjoy. I felt like the characters were quite stereotypical, so there was like the nerdy guy and he kind of followed all those, and then our main girl was very aggressive and pent up energy and she kind of followed that, and then there was a richer boy and he was a bit pompous and standoffish, and none of that kind of changed or really let you in. There was wee moments of bonding and stuff that happened, but I feel like the characters were very stereotypical in a way. The first person narrative was also something that I didn't see in the Mistborn trilogy. The Mistborn trilogy jumped about a lot. There was a crew, we got to know them all, they split up and done different things. We followed a very varied cast within it, whereas this was first person, which was just something that I noticed was different. I tend not to engage well with first person writing, but I found that this flowed really well. I didn't find it very jarring. I didn't feel like we were missing out on parts of the story because it was first person, so even though I don't like first person, I can definitely say that it was well done. It was a quick read. I'm not sure if that's because it was YA or not, but definitely I allotted myself time to read it and I finished it much quicker than I thought it would take. It flowed, it didn't really bore me. So overall, I'm going to give it a high 3.5 out of 5 stars. This book comes out today, so if you're interested in it, go and pick it up. I hope you're all happy, I hope you're all healthy, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Goodbye!